prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. And with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome. Ready for Thanksgiving? I always knew that when it comes to Jewish holidays, they're either early or late. I didn't know that it's also the same with Thanksgiving. It really feels late this year, right? But it will be here. Peshamu, oh, that's cool.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat lekabela. Shamor וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת ונצילה. איי 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 לך דודי. Ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'lecha. Hi mekor habracha. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. איי 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 לך דודי. איי 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 לקראת קלה. איי 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 פני שבת. Penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'orech uri uri, uri uri, shir daberi, kvod Adonai alayich nigla. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat nekabela. If you're able, please rise. We turn to face the entrance of the sanctuary as we welcome in Shabbat. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, kam besimcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat nekabela.
We do it every week, not just on Shabbat before Thanksgiving. We reflect on the past week and think of good things that happened to us, and then we share them. Oh, Debbie, welcome back. Anyone would like to share something good? Debbie's here. That's obviously a great thing. Anyone else? Are you saving it for Thursday? Okay, you don't have to share. Did we have any?
We have things to share.
Yeah, so we'll share.
Yeah.
Oh, Rock Shabbat, that was very good. Oh, you're here.
That was fun.
Magic show. Nobody invited me to that.
Your class.
And challah baking.
Tov lehodot Adonai, Tov lehodot Adonai, Zamer l'shimcha hayom. Tov lehodot Adonai, Tov lehodot Adonai, Zamer l'shimcha hayom. L'hagid b'boker b'boker chastecha, ve'emunatcha b'leilot. L'hagid b'boker b'boker chastecha, ve'emunatcha b'leilot. Tov lehodot Adonai, Tov lehodot Adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha hayom. Tov lehodot Adonai, Tov lehodot Adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha hayom. Hagid b'boker b'boker chastecha, ve'emunatcha b'leilot. Hagid b'boker b'boker chastecha, ve'emunatcha b'leilot. Tov lehodot Adonai, Tov lehodot Adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha hayom. Tov lehodot Adonai, Tov lehodot Adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha hayom. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Baruni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech
If you're able, please rise for Baruch Hu. And you may turn to the people next to you, behind you, in front of you. Wish them Shabbat Shalom, early happy Thanksgiving. Parker Palmer, before he writes his own piece that he titles Gratitude for the Work of Loving the World, begins with something that his 6-year-old granddaughter wrote. I'm thankful for many things. First of all, I'm thankful for the world because without it, it would be floating in outer space. Second of all, I'm thankful for mom and dad and sister because they help me. Last of all, I'm grateful for nature because if we didn't have nature, it wouldn't be pretty. I'm thankful for all of these things. And he said, the simple gratitude is the best. And he elaborates a little bit on what his granddaughter wrote. For the ground on which I stand, whether it's the kind that grows greenery or the kind in which my soul can take... Sorry, I butchered it. I'll start again. It's too good to butcher. For the ground on which I stand, whether it's the kind that grows greenery or the kind in which my soul can take root, for the people who have supported me, from those who knew me well and love me nonetheless, to strangers who offered help in a moment of need. For the natural world, which really does make things pretty, a beauty to which I often turn for solace, healing, inspiration, and peace. The only way to keep a gift alive is to pass it along. So on Thanksgiving Day this year, in a world where so many have been deprived of so much, I'll give thanks by finding more ways to share the abundance I have been given. It's really nice, right? Very inspiring. And with that in mind, I would like to ask you to close your eyes for a moment, because Shabbat is a time to let go of everything we need to let go of. And it's time to talk to God. But before that, let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. And let's breathe in all the blessings in our lives. And breathe out our stress, our anxieties, everything we really need to let go of. And when we talk to God, normally I encourage you to tell God anything that you want to, and you definitely may do that. But maybe tonight we want to focus on thanking God for the gifts God has given us, starting with our life. We didn't do anything to deserve our life, and yet we are here. And keep listening to what God has to say to you. Maybe God wants to say thank you, because after all, we try to do God's work in this world, and sometimes we are successful. And together, let's say the words of Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
And we open our eyes.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך וכל מאודך. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Take to heart these instructions which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your forehead, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember and do all of my commandments. Be holy for your God. I am Adonai your God, led you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. ואהבת את אדוני kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Shira chadasha, shivchu ge'ulim, leshimcha al sefat hayam. Yachad kulam hodu ve'imlichu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. If you're able, please rise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor leolam Adonai, mechayei hakol ata rav leoshia, mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, mechakel chaim bechesed, mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, michamocha bal gevurot, umidor melach, melech meimit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hakol.
In our weekly portion today, we're introduced to the second matriarch of the Jewish people, the second mother, Rebecca. I find Rebecca to be the most interesting character and often misunderstood. And the reason that we don't really get a picture is that we read her story just like a regular biblical story. But those of you who like to read espionage books, like Ian Fleming, John le Carré, you like this kind of spies, and if you think along these lines, I believe you'll be able to find some fascinating things, and at least it helped me this week to understand many things that I couldn't for more than 50 years. So, Rebecca. In the beginning of the portion, after Sarah, the first matriarch, dies, Abraham is looking for a wife for his son Isaac. Now, in a good espionage book, in order to get it, you have to ask yourself, what's happening when something doesn't make sense? So what doesn't make sense when we read that Abraham is looking for a wife for his son? Never happens in the Bible. Fathers look for husbands for their daughters. But men just get wives. They go to their fathers to get them, right? Jacob, in a few chapters, will go to Laban to ask for Rachel, right? But fathers in the Bible don't look for a bride for their children, for their sons. The sons find them. So it's already a hint that something is different here. And then you ask yourself, why does Abraham have to look for a wife for Isaac? Well, remember what happened a few chapters before? Abraham almost killed Isaac. Now, remember this almost sacrifice of Isaac? When Abraham took Isaac, his son, to top of the mountain and almost slaughtered him. You don't have to be a child psychologist to know that for a son who's almost slaughtered by his father, well, he's damaged. You have to pay a price for that. You cannot just say, well, it happened, let's move on. It doesn't work like that. Isaac was not well. So the text doesn't say it explicitly, but the fact that Abraham now has to find someone for him. So Abraham sends his servant, because Abraham was too old to find a wife by himself. He had this loyal servant. We use the name Eliezer, even though the text never says Eliezer on this occasion, but he sends his servant and give him only one criteria for a wife. I don't want you to find a Canaanite woman. No Canaanites. Those of you who come to my Tuesday class know we don't like the Canaanites. They're bad. So he made him swear to him, no Canaanite woman. So what is a good woman? You have to go up to Mesopotamia and get a wife from there. These are our people. They have good women there. But that's not enough. There are many women in Mesopotamia. So the servant starts on his journey, and he doesn't know how to find an appropriate wife. This is a big task. Right? Think about it. The friend sends you to buy them a sandwich. So many decisions to make. But a wife, I mean, that's a big deal. He doesn't know what to do. And in the Bible, when you don't know what to do, you pray to God. He prays to God and says, please, God, help me. And then he has this inspiration, and he comes up with a plan. And the plan is that he would go to the well in the center of town. That was the system back then. Center of town, there was a public well. That's where people got water from. He said, I'll go to the well, and I will approach the young ladies and ask them for water. And the one who would say, let me fetch you some water, and I will also water your camels, this is the wife. Now, when we teach this story, I just taught it for the religious school, we talk about the virtue of kindness, right? He was looking for somebody kind. And the kids really liked the idea that she was kind to animals as well. That's good, but not good enough. Because if you want to find a kind woman, there are many ways to check whether or not that person is kind. But he was extremely specific. He had a test that has only one right answer. The answer is, I will fetch you some water and I will also water your camels. So if you're used to espionage books, you figure out that's not an answer, that's a code. When the spy, Mossad, MI6, CIA, when they meet a person, they very often start a sentence. I'm going on Friday to Temple Betham, and there the other person has to have the other part of the sentence, right? That's how they know that they met the right guy. You know, something like at 6:30 p.m. and we'll have Prosecco. Very specific, because if the person does not mention Prosecco, it's not the right guy. So it seems like Eliezer was not looking for a sign of kindness, but rather for a code. And who would give the code to Rebekah? God. So he approached the ladies, and when he approached Rebekah, she says exactly what he expected. I'll fetch you some water, and I will also water your camels. He knew this is the right person. God had chosen her, and this is the proof. But why? Let's wait a little bit. A little bit later, the same Rebekah, who would come back with the servant and would marry Isaac, did something that seems quite awful. Rebekah and Isaac had two sons, Jacob and Esau. When she heard that Isaac, her husband, was about to give the blessing to Esau, she decided that it's not the right thing. So what did he do? She went to Jacob and said, let's take advantage of Isaac. He's old and blind, so you, Isaac, pretend to be Esau. And remember the story, because he had to put sheepskin on his body and the whole thing. Try to change your voice to sound like your brother. And just lie to your blind father. It's quite easy to deceive a blind person. And that's exactly what he did. And he got the blessing from Isaac. And we look at Rebekah and said, is that the kind, compassionate woman? It doesn't really make sense unless you connect all the dots together, unless you connect all the stories that make absolutely no sense individually. You ask, why didn't Isaac find a wife for himself like everyone else in the Bible? You ask, what kind of a test the servant have? This very specific answer. How come Rebekah lied, deceived her husband, and made her son do the same? Well, the answer that I suggested, that Isaac was not capable of finding a bride, was that he was damaged. And God could not trust that Isaac, as the second patriarch, will be able to continue in his father's way, in Abraham's way. You know, they were starting a business. They were starting the Jewish people. It's a big deal. And if you have a weak link, just the second generation doesn't know what to do, it's not going to work. The whole endeavor will go down the drain. So God had to do something. So God chose Rebekah. He knew that Isaac cannot be trusted, but Rebekah could. Now, since she was a woman, well, she cannot get the credit for that. So like many women, still today, she had to do everything behind the scenes. And Isaac would get the credit eventually. And that's exactly what was God's plan. bypass Isaac, make sure that Rebecca is not just the matriarch, but she is the one who makes all the decisions, she will know what to do. I think it's a beautiful story. And I think it's time for us really to look at our matriarchs and other feminine figures in the Bible and go as deep as we can, because that's where the truth is. 3,000 years of readers missed a lot of it, but the Torah gave us enough clues to find the truth, to discover the real story. Shabbat Shalom. We continue now with the healing prayer, the Mishaberach. If you would like to mention the name of a loved one who is ill and in need of healing, please rise for the closing prayers. If you're observing a Yortzeit or you're doing the month of mourning, Shloshim, please remain standing as we remember today. Louis Circus, grandfather of Myrna, Everett Green, father of Marcy, Richard Carr, husband of Debbie, Barry Garson, father of Jamie, Beulah Cooley, mother of Miles and grandmother of Lisa, Nathaniel Drower, father-in-law of Vera and grandfather of Nat, Henry Engelhardt, grandfather of Joel, Howard Frank, father of Jimmy, Thelma Miriam Plosky, mother of Lori, Andrew Jermel, husband of Gail and father of Valerie, Ann Ziffer, mother of Ellen, Isidore Golden, grandfather of Stacy, Joseph Schwartz, father of Diana and grandfather of Brian, Abraham Lawrence, grandfather of Yael, Stuart Newman, uncle of Yael, Gary Lebin, father of Roger, Janet Levin, mother of Howie, Philip Levy, father of Charlie, Rose Silverman, mother of Tamal, Harvey Markson, father-in-law of Stephanie, Mildred Meisler, mother-in-law of Bobby, Anita Orlansky, mother of Ellen, Raymond Prefer, father of Judy, Paul Schwab, father of Benji, Charles Siegel, brother-in-law of Natalie, Lily Califer, grandmother of Carol, Elaine Weinstein, mother-in-law of Harvey, Mark Wolpo, son of Laura, and during the month of mourning, remember Joy Klein, sister of Carol. If you're remembering a person that I have not mentioned, if your custom is to rise for the Kaddish, please do so. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי והמליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, לחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא
יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו, באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה
למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים. בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. לחיים.
L'chaim. Please be seated. Do we have children who want to lead us in Hamotzi? Can you handle two? Of course you can.
המוציא לחם מן הארץ. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת עשה בחפצו כל. אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל. לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד לאין שני, להמשילו, להכבירו, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, בלא העוז והמשרה, והוא עיני וחי גואלי, וצור חרבי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוסי, ונקוסי ביום אקרא, בידו עד קידוחי, בעת אישון והעירה, וימרוכי גוויעתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy Thanksgiving. Wednesday night, we're having our famous interfaith service at Jupiter First at 7 p.m. If you have not done it before, you don't want to miss it. Next Tuesday, there is no class. Too many of you travel or having too many guests, so we'll continue the following week. Anything else? Please join us for the beautiful oneg.